Hello. Today we will be building a connecting rod using OnShape. This is the final model. We will be using a drawing to create this. And here's the drawing. Take a screenshot of this and place this on like your second monitor or print it out. And we can start building this. We are using a free subscription of OnShape. Let's go to Create, Document. We're going to start out on our top view right here. So let's grab this WCS, pull it in, click, hold, drag, pull it in, and now let's click on that top right there. This will allow us to see the different areas. So right view, top view, front, all the views. All right, so let's build a sketch on this. So we're going to go over to your sketch. We're going to click on this top view. Then we are going to start sketching. So let's start with we're going to start with the origin. Origin's pretty important. We want to keep this, everything is based off this origin as the print shows. So here is the origin right here, okay? So everything is taken off of there. So we'll continue to do the same. It makes it the easiest way. All right, the first thing we're going to do is build a circle. So let's go over here to center point circle. Click on that guy. When I click on this origin point right here, and then just hover left click, and then just kind of go into there, that box right there, and let's put in that 22 diameter, enter. So automatically adjust the size. It is black, which means it's fully constrained. If it turns blue, it is not fully constrained. Watch this. So it is actually not touching origin. So then I would have to, if this happens, you would grab this and then do a coincident. So let's click right there, click this guy, and then it shifted it right to there. So we actually have two now. So I'm going to undo Control Z to get rid of that guy. All right, just to show you what happens if it's not on that origin. All right, so the next one we're going to do is 32. So go back to circle, click right there, 32, enter. Now we're going to start building up these other circles. So one of the lines going to be, this one here is going to be 20 millimeters, and we're going to go all the way up to another circle. And this circle is going to be at 131.28. This is a diameter of 22. Okay, and now we want to do the distance from origin all the way to here. So we'll hit D, or this guy right here. So that will highlight when you hit D. Origin all the way to over here. It's going to be 131.28. Enter. Okay. Now we can take this and drag it down to there, and it will create a line on this. So let's start with the line. It's making it coincident. We'll fix that in a second. We're going to make that tangent. Okay, and we're going to concentrate only on one half of this. So let's we can take a line straight through here all the way like that. Escape to get out of that. We'll do a bunch of trims and trim that down. But yeah, we're going to concentrate only on one half. And we can extend this line in a second. So now we're going to build this other line, and the last line is going to be at 180. So let's put a line right here. We're going to do D for distance, origin all the way to that line right there, and then we're going to type in that 180. Okay, and now we can take this and extend this. So X for extend, or we go right here, extend, grab that, click on this, and then you see the blue line is extending. Just connect it to that one, escape to get out. Now we're going to go to trim. We're going to trim this guy. We're going to trim a few of these. So that's going to be able to remove the material. So trim, and then like that. And then we'll trim this guy right here. So now we have the basic shape of this. We'll fix this in a second. I think this one has to go. Yeah. So, and then we'll make this tangent in a second. This is right now it is acting a little strange. So I'm going to get rid of this black thing right here. Just slowly get in there. Okay, there we go. Take that out. There we go. Now we're going to make this tangent. It looks a little wonky. Let's escape out of that. And now let's make this tangent here to here. Okay, it's just fixed that for us. Perfect. Looks good. This we're going to worry about in a second here. And then we got this angle right here is going to be 6 degrees total. So 3 degrees each side. So let's go with D for dimension. D for dimension, or click that one right there. So this is 3. Okay. All right, so let's build this shape right here. here to here, and this is there's a line coming down. Escape to get out of that deeper dimension. We're taking it from the origin all the way to here, and that's going to be 158. We can adjust this over there. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to do a radius here, fillet, and then an angle, and we're going to do 5 millimeters offset of this face right here. So escape to get out of there. Let's go with the offset. Let's click this guy right here. We're going to flip it, click there. It's already 5, perfect. Let's left click to confirm that, and then enter. Okay, so we got that going down. Now we can create like a curve going from here to here. All right, so let's go over here to curve, 3-point arc. So we're gonna go here all the way to here, and we're just gonna put in an arc. And we can make this tangent now. Let's escape out of there. Let's click on this, and then we can go over to tangent C and do that. So it fixed that for us, okay? Now we're going to adjust this. This is gonna be 5, radius of 5. So click here, that's fillet command, click here, and we're gonna move this in, and we're gonna change this to 5. Double click on that guy, 5, enter. We need to finish up this right here, and we're gonna do a 3-point arc. So we're gonna go here to here. We're just gonna throw in an arc, and now we can adjust that arc. We can hit D for dimension to get there, and we can put in that 40. Okay, it automatically adjusted it for us. Fill it to this point right here. So let's go with the sketch fillet. Click here, I'm just going to put in something, let's go with about 8. 8 looks great. Okay, get rid of this line right here. Let's hit M for trim. We're going to trim that guy off, trim that guy off, and make sure there's no other weird looking lines. This guy right here, trim that guy, trim that guy. All right, so after that trim, we got to put in our radius here. So that's a radius of 25, so we got to double that. That's going to be 50. And then we have another one that is a radius of 31. We're going to click here. We're going to build that 31. 31 times 2 is 62. Enter. So that's our shape. We got to trim out these guys. Let's hit M for trim. We're going to trim these guys. Perfect. Now we're going to finish the sketch. So now we're going to go with extrude. We're going to click, make sure it's selecting this, and this. All right, let's hold down our middle mouse button that does a pan, rotate with our right mouse button, and we can see the shape of that connecting rod. So now we're going to do this symmetrically. So this is our origin plane and origin line right here. We want to do a symmetric, and then 15 millimeters, enter. So then it separates. So negative Z is 7.5, positive Z is 7.5, so equals 15. Okay, green check. All right, so now we want to take, there's an additional rib right here that we need to pull up. So our sketch seems to have disappeared. All we gotta do to show that is go way over here, click on this little eyeball, and that brings our sketch back. All right, so let's go back to extrude, and we're going to kind of hover over this shape right here. If you can't get it, if it's just not letting you get that shape right there, we can hover and we can hit the tilde key, which is underneath the escape key, and allows you to search. Kind of, you get a little drop down dialog box, and you can choose which one you want. All right, and this guy is going to be 35 symmetrically, so it's 35, enter, and then we're going to make that symmetric, and we are actually going to add that. So we got a solid, add symmetric, and it's going to merge with part 1, which is the only part in this. Green check. There we are. So now we need to do that with the back side right here. So we're going to raise this up. This is going to be 22. So let's go into that one. Let's do another extrude. Let's go over here and get that shape. It doesn't look like it's selecting very easily. So if you want to select that, you can hit the tilde key, and then it gives us a little drop down box. We go in here, face of sketch 1. Let's choose that. And then we're going to go with the 22, enter, and we're going to do the symmetric also. So solid, add symmetric, part 1, green check. All right, so there's our connecting rod half. Now we need to mirror this. So let's go over here to the mirror command, part mirror, new, entities to mirror is this guy. Mirror plane is this plane right here. Green check. And it's going to merge that with part 1. Green check. All right, so there's our piston connecting rod. Looks like a couple dimensions we're missing. There's something goofy going on right here. We're gonna fix that right now. So let's go back into sketch 1. So just double click to get back in there. And I think we're missing a dimension that goes to a circle here. So based on our print here, if we look over here, we get 74 plus 15. So 7.5 times 2. So that's what we want to use, 74 plus 15 to get that this size right here. So let's get that D for dimension to get in there. Let's click on the origin. Let's click on here. And let's do that again. Origin all the way over here. And let's put in that number. So we're going to do 74 plus 15. And then we're going to divide that by 5. So we actually want to we could put this in a calculator, or we could do it like this, to where we put some brackets. So it's going to do the first function and then divide that by 2. So it gives us our correct number. Okay. Now it will automatically change that extrusion. Green check. You see it changed that for us. Looks great. So now we're going to plop in those 2 circles here. So we need to put in the circles in this view right here. So we're going to do a sketch on this view right here. Let's click left. Now we got to get the circle in here. So when I click the circle, I want to go down here and hover over this. You see that dotted line? We want to see that dotted line because that tells me it's going to be directly centered among this. Now I want to click here and I want to make this inner one a 10 millimeter diameter. So click, hover over that. Let's type in 10. Let's go way over here. We're going to hover over do that. Click, hover 10. And that looks good. Now we're just going to position these guys. D for dimension. Click here. Click here. We're going to do 74 divided by 2. Same thing. Here to here. 37, which is exactly that. Looks great. Green check. Now we're going to extrude those and remove material. So let's go to extrude. Let's go to remove. Solid remove. This guy and this guy. And we're going to pull it all the way through. So one, we could say blind 25, and we can just make this, go through it. But if this thickness ever changes, it may not take it through. So what we got to do is up to face, and we can say up to that face. So it will take it all the way to that face. And if that face ever changes, it will always remember that face right there. So green check. So there is our circles added. All right, so now if we want to clean this guy up, we can hide some of these planes. We can left click, right click, and hide all planes, and we can hide these guys too. So just hit Y to hide that sketch. All right, so let's add a chamfer to this edge. We're going to go over here to chamfer, click on this edge right here, and we're going to change this to equal distance, and we're going to put in 1.5. Looks great. I'm going to flip this over using the right mouse button. I can rotate that. Click on this edge right here. Perfect. Green check. It did it automatically for us because the tangent propagation was on right there. If we turned it off, it would not choose all of those edges, but it did, and that's exactly what we want. So there we are. So now we can start the drafting part of this. So if we want to draft this, make a drawing, we need to go to Insert New Tab, Create a Drawing, ANSI B millimeters. Okay. All right, let's click on our part, and we're going to position our part here. That's kind of like our side view. We want this view, and we want a section view. So I'll show you how to do that. Let's escape out of that. Let's pull this guy down. Let's pull this guy down, and let's do a section view right through here. So go over here to section view. We're going to do vertical A. We're just going to hover over here. See a little triangle right there. I want to cut it right through there. Okay, and it's automatically flipping that. I'm not doing that. All I'm doing is pulling it to the right here. Okay, perfect. Now I want to create a projected isometric view. Let's go with that. Insert, front, we'll change that to isometric, and we can drop that right here. Looks good. So now we're going to start dimensioning this. So dimension, remember everything is from the origin. So we're going here to our first point, and that's going to be 20. Here, second point, 131. Doesn't seem to want to pick that point right there. This one's going to be 158. There we go. Now it's choosing it. Radius. That's fine. Let's try to find the center point here of that radius. There we go. Perfect. Here all the way up. Okay, we can do that. Here all the way up to the front. 180. And then we got to go to, we got 158. We got, looks like we got all that. Adjust these and make it look better. Okay, so now let's create this angle here. That's a 6 degrees. The distance from here to here is 5. Yep, perfect. And then we got dimension this guy, 25. Dimension that guy. Remember, these are radiuses. It flips it on us. So if you have an inner diameter, whole diameter, it puts a circle on it. Circle. This one goes to radius because it's half of a circle. Okay. And let's put a radius on this guy right here. So this is a radius of 40. I think we originally had 20. I think 40 looks and fits better. So we're going to keep the 40 there. And we put a little extra radius on the very end there. Let's click on that. And that's an 8. We can put we can do a two places on this if you want. 2 dash. Copy that. Left click to get out of that. We can do the same to here. Okay. And now we got to get this view. So we got D for dimension again. 35. Here to here. 15. And then is 22. Okay. Escape. Let's kind of position these a little better. And the last but not least, D to get our dimension. 74. And then in this original view, it didn't look like I had the overall, which is kind of important to have. So let's put the overall in there. Perfect. All right. And that concludes our connecting rod model step by step and drawing step by step. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any additional content that you would like me to create, something in particular that you're interested in. Please like and subscribe, and thanks. Bye.